Hey everybody, want to welcome you to this year's second annual Chuck's Movie Minute Oscar Special. Now for those of you that have been following us since we started, last year I reviewed all the Oscar movies leading up and then wound up doing an Oscar pick special and nailed most of the categories. So I do this typically a little bit different than most Oscar specials. The way that I'm going to start off is I'm going to give you the movie that I think is going to win the award and then give you the movie or person that I think should have won the award. Because there were some great movies this year, but a lot of Oscar bait as well. Oscar bait is a movie basically that they put out not really looking for box office success or critical acclaim. More so they're just trying to grab that award because nothing will sell a movie like having that Oscar award winner banner over the ad. So this year we are going to start off a little bit differently, where instead of going biggest to smallest, we're going to switch things around a little bit. So without further ado, I give you Chuck's Movie Minutes 2017 Oscar Pick Special. So launching things off this year with Best Original Screenplay. I think personally it's going to end up going to Manchester by the Sea, so I think that is what's going to win. However, it should go to Hell or High Water. That, in my opinion, was the best movie of the year. It should win Best Picture, but it's probably not going to. Definitely make sure you check out Hell or High Water if you haven't seen it yet. Next, we're moving on to the Best Animated Feature. Which I have as the one that should win and will win is Kubo and the Two Strings. That movie was absolutely incredible. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. If you haven't seen it, get on that one. It's the first movie to blend claymation and CGI and has amazing effects. So definitely check that one out. Moving over to film editing, another one where it's unanimous. Arrival, I think, is the one that should win and will win. That movie was absolutely incredible. Really philosophical. It's basically a time travel movie disguised as an alien movie. Definitely check that one out. Very good. Same thing with adapted screenplay and sound editing. I think Arrival is going to take both of those. La La Land should win sound editing, and it probably will because of all the hype that's got going into this year. So La La Land for sound editing and Arrival for adapted screenplay. Moving over to the best short film, I have Borrowed Time. It was a great film if you haven't checked that one out. Foreign language film, I have The Salesman, is the one that should win and will win. And moving on to best visual effects, I have that Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, is probably going to win, but Kubo and the Two Strings should win for that. Moving on to the best live action short film, I have Silent Nights as the one that should and will win. Moving on to best production design, I have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Hands down, should win, will win for both of those. Best foreign language film is again The Salesman, so definitely check that one out if you haven't yet. The best documentary short subject, I have Joe's Violin. Best original score, I have La La Land. I think Jackie should win that, but it won't. La La Land's definitely going to probably pull a sweep this year. For best cinematography, I have Moonlight. That movie was incredibly well shot. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely make sure you're checking that out. For best original song, I have How Far I'll Go from Moana. As much as I didn't like that movie, the songs were very, very good in it. Best sound mixing, I have going to Rogue One, hands down. The Star Wars movies usually win that category when they're out. Best documentary feature, no questions, OJ Made in America, the ESPN 5-part series. I was addicted to that. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on demand and on Hulu as well. Best makeup design, I have Suicide Squad winning that. Best short film, I have Silent Nights again. And let's see, now we move on to some of the big awards. So, drum roll please. Alright, we will start off with the Best Actress in a Supporting Role, which it should be Octavia Spencer from Hidden Figures, but it's probably going to be Viola Davis for Fences. So, Viola Davis for Fences for my Best Supporting Actress. Best Supporting Actor, this is unanimous for me, it's Jeff Bridges, Hell or High Water. The movie was incredible, he was incredible, so I think that's going to be going to take it down there. I don't see Manchester by the Sea taking that category, so I think hands down I'm safe to say Jeff Bridges. Moving on to the Best Actress role, it's going to be hands down Emma Stone, La La Land. That movie is going to grab everything. Natalie Portman I think should win for Jackie. I thought that movie was great, but she won't. So Emma Stone, Best Actress. Jeff Bridges, Best Supporting Actor. Viola Davis, Best Supporting Actress. Now the big three. So we start off with Best Actor in a Leading Role. This one is actually really, really up in the air because everybody thought it was going to be Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, but then Denzel Washington came out of nowhere at the SAG Awards and took it down for Best Actor for Fences. So I'm on the fence with both of them there. No pun intended. I'm going to go Casey Affleck just because I think that the hype around that is going to make him win it. But it should be Denzel because Fences was the better movie. So Casey Affleck is my pick for Best Actor, leaving us with only two left, and they're the big two. So for Best Director, I have that Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea is probably going to win, even though it should be Denis Villeneuve for Arrival. I thought Arrival was an incredible movie. I don't think Damien Chazelle's going to win Best Actor for La La Land. Best Director, I apologize. So, be interesting to see how they do that. But I have Manchester by the Sea, Kenneth Lonergan winning Best Director. And Best Picture of the Year, the final category, is La La Land. Now, this I picked just because I think it's what's actually going to win. What should win is Hell or High Water. Hands down, it was the best movie of the year. If you haven't seen it, you need to be checking out that movie. Of all of the Best Picture nominees, hands down, Hell or High Water was the best. But in the awards grab season that this is, I think La La Land is going to take it. So that's going to wrap things up here for this year's Oscar special. We'll be sure to tune in when the Oscars air and see how we did compared to last year's. So in the meantime, make sure you check out all the Chuck's Movie Minute episodes and all the great stuff from my Get Your Geek On podcast and my new show, Token Nerd, available on the Nerd-O-Rama network. Also be sure to check out our sponsors, Comic Skin, where you can slab it yourself. Tired of the middleman? Tired of waiting for the CBCS and the CGC to grade your books? Go to www.comicskin.com and use the promo code NERDHERDER. So make sure you check that out, and as always, we will be back here every week with all new reviews for you on the Nerd-O-Rama and Nerd Herder networks. So be sure to check us out. And for this week's 2017 Oscar special, I've been Chuck KIWACZ, and you guys have a week.